All right. Shalom, Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The Israelites that the Bible speaks of, we are A.O.I, the awakening of Israel. We, your brothers, out here putting our lives on the line for you. Out here waking you up with a purpose. We ain't out here just shucking and jiving. That ain't what we about. We real men who have repented, who come back to serve the Most High truly the right way. By keeping His commandments, by having faith in Yahushua, who you all know to be Christ. But when you read the scriptures, you actually find out that brother looked just like you. He looked just like us. He don't look like Caesar Borgia that you can Google on the phone, so-called white man. But he actually looks like you. Your enemy has lied to you all your life. And we out here to bring you truth today. To give you truth, because our people say they want to be honest. They want you to be 100 with them. They want you to give them the truth. And that's what we're going to give you today. We ain't out here to sugarcoat nothing. We're going to give you the raw truth of the Bible that you ain't going to hear in your Christian church. Your mama ain't going to teach you. Your granddad ain't going to teach you. Your dad ain't going to teach you. We're going to give you thus saith the Lord out the Bible. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's up to you, but you're going to hear this word today. Because it's commanded of us to give you this truth.
That's right.
Whether you were here or whether you were forbear.
Bring it out.
Your pastors ain't going to tell you these things because he is only set up to keep you lost. He's set up to be a stumbling block to our brothers and sisters.
Bring it out.
That's why we don't know what truth is. That's why we don't know what right and what wrong is. That's why we run around here today lost as hell as a nation of people.
That's right.
Because we don't even consider ourselves to be a nation.
That's right.
We are part of a nation, but we don't consider ourselves to be a nation. We think we are Americans.
All right.
Willing to die. Wake up every day bleeding and sweating America. Representing and waving a flag thinking that's going to save you.
All right.
You taking your hats off and you putting in your hand over your heart. Every day they indoctrinizing your children with that. Every day in their schools. To salute a flag. To pledge their allegiance. Why ain't nobody pledging their allegiance to the Most High? Everybody got a Bible in their house. Everybody goes to church. Everybody paying their tithes and offerings. Why you ain't pledging your lives or your allegiance to the Most High? By doing the things that He commands you to do. Why have you only been taught to do one thing? And that's just have faith. That's no action. Ain't no action in there. You got to put action in just to go buy weave and wigs out that store. You actually got to get in your car and drive, get out the car and walk in the store.
Bring it out.
To go buy something that's destructive to you.
Bring it out.
You got to put in action to get that weed or that weed. Think about that. But you only got to have faith to get the kingdom.
That's right.
That don't make no sense. You want to eat, you got to have faith that you can get up and go to the store and buy the food and make it home safely to be able to whip it up on the stove. So it takes more than just having faith to do anything.
That's right.
Understand that. But we're going to give you truth today, so we need our brothers and sisters to put down the foolishness, all the madness and folly, and listen up. Let's go to the book of Psalms chapter 34, verse 11.
Right.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 11.
The book of Psalms, chapter 34, and verse 11. Come, ye children, hearken unto me.
The Lord said, come, ye children of Israel, and hearken unto me. Go ahead.
That's right. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord.
I will what?
I will teach you the fear of the Lord.
Our people don't know the fear of the Lord. So we got to read, we got to listen, we got to apply in order to learn what the fear of the Lord is. Go ahead.
What man is he that desireth life?
What man is it that desire life? Ask yourself these things when you look in yourself in the mirror every day. Go ahead.
And loveth many days, that he may see good.
So you want to live a long life and you want to live a good, prosperous life. Go ahead.
Keep thy tongue from evil.
Keep what?
Keep thy tongue from evil.
Stop speaking evil. Go ahead.
And thy lips from speaking guile.
Stop trying to trick folks, beguile them just like the serpent did Eve in the garden. Go ahead.
Depart from evil.
What?
Depart from evil.
Depart from evil, meaning breaking the commandments. That's what evil is. That's what sin is. That's what wickedness is. That's what madness, folly, all those things above, that is what wickedness is. Evil. Go ahead.
Depart from evil and do good.
And do what?
And do good.
To do good is to keep the commandments. It's that simple. Life is black and white. It's simple. It's not complex. It's either you keep the commandments and live or break the commandments and die. The Lord said, I give you choice. You keep them, you be blessed. You break them, you be cursed. life, death. Simple. So you keep the commandments, you're doing good. When you break them, you're doing evil. Go ahead.
Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace.
Seek what?
Seek peace.
You know what? Our people don't even know what peace is today. We think peace is just when you ain't hearing nothing. When it's quiet in the room, that's peace. That ain't peace when your people still gunning each other down the block over.
That's right.
When your women don't know who they are or that they supposed to be submissive to their husband.
That's right.
When they listening to the ways of this world, when they tell them you don't need a man, that ain't peace. Just because you got a pocket full of money don't mean you in peace.
That's right.
Think about these things. The Lord said what?
Seek peace.
Seek peace. Seek understanding. Seek for your people to rise from the dead state that they living in right now. Seek for your people to love each other once again. For your people to be in rulership, ruling this planet. That's what peace is.
That's right.
Seek to be knowing who you truly are on a daily basis and living that thing. Not living in folly and madness, where they got a damn shack selling abominations, where all these stores are open up on the Sabbath day, having you in sin. And you don't even realize it. That ain't peace. Can you read?
Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous.
The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous. You think the Lord got big eyes where he's seeing everything? He got angels watching everybody.
That's right.
Those are the eyes of the Lord.
That's right.
Read that again.
The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous.
Are upon the righteous. Righteous is keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 6:25. That's what righteousness is. Keeping the commandments. Our people don't know these things, but we out here to give you the understanding today. We're going to show you, thus saith the Lord, what righteousness is. Because he said, seek righteousness. You got that?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 25. And it should be our righteousness.
Our what?
Our righteousness.
Our what?
Our righteousness. If we observe to do all these commandments.
Just saying.
To do all these commandments.
So we got to do something. Go ahead.
If we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he commanded us.
As he what?
As he commanded us.
That will be our righteousness, to keep the commandments. Our people don't know these things. That's why we are here bringing it out today. Go back to Psalms.
Psalm 34 and verse 15.
Read out.
The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry.
So when you crying and praying out to the Lord by keeping the commandments, the Lord hears you. When you breaking his commandments, doing what you want to do, the Lord ain't hearing you. So when you thinking you doing something, realize the Lord ain't listening to you. You going through all these ups and downs. You praying. He ain't doing nothing. You ain't keeping the commandments. It's something that you doing where the Lord ain't blessing. He ain't looking out for you. He ain't saving you in your day of tribulation. Why? Because you reject his word and you break his commandments.
That's right.
So his eyes are upon the righteous and his ears listening to the ear of those who cry out to him. Go ahead.
The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
Read that again, because I don't think our people listen.
The face of the Lord is against them that do evil.
The face of the Lord is against them, meaning he ain't listening. He ain't looking out for you. Right. He got his face turned away from you. Right. When you're doing evil, when you're breaking his commandments. Because you don't value his word. You don't value what he said. Therefore, he turned his face from you. Therefore, he ain't protecting or watching out for you. Keep going.
The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them.
What?
To cut off the remembrance of them from the earth.
From the earth. Now that's going into Esau as well, so-called white man, but it's also talking about our own people. To cut you off from this earth. Think about that. The Lord will cut you down. That's why Nehemiah said, oh, great and terrible God. Because he will cut you down. He will take your remembrance out the earth. He don't need you. He don't need us. He do what he want to do. But he give us straight commandment to keep. Let me get that in Proverbs. Proverbs 12 and 15, I believe.
Book of Proverbs. Chapter 12.
Verse 15.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
So don't be a fool. Hearken up to what the Lord is saying and what we bringing out here today. Don't let it go over your head. Don't let it slip off your back like water off a duck's back. Let it go in your ear. Process that thing. Digest. Meditate on these things. Question yourself. Question life itself. Have you been taught the right things? Come back to who you are as a nation of people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And we out here every Sabbath in different locations trying to wake our brothers and sisters up. Why? Because it's commanded. Why? Because we love our people. Why? Because it's necessary. Why? Because we need this truth.
That's right.
And ain't nobody giving it. So that's why we out here.
That's right.
Read that one more time, King.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. But go ahead.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel
The one who listens unto counsel is what?
is wise.
Is what?
Is wise.
Is what?
Is wise.
I do what I want to do.
Is wise.
When you listen and keep these commandments, you are considered wise.
Right.
Wise old men. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Be counted wise by listening to the counsel of the Lord. Don't be listening to your own thoughts in your mind because you don't know nothing. We as a nation of people don't know nothing. That's why we still on the bottom of society. Still scraping and scratching, just trying to make ends meet. Trying to keep our head above the water. We don't know what's going on, neither do we care. Bring that out of Haggai right quick. Haggai 1 and 5.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 5. Now, therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
What?
Consider your ways.
Most I say, consider your ways. You get ready to go in that store and shop, you need to consider your ways. Today is the Sabbath, like the brother was bringing out. That's one of the days our people don't know nothing about.
Right.
And its commandments going along with this particular day. Nehemiah 10 and 31 say we are not supposed to buy or sell on the Sabbath. The Sabbath day in the scriptures, according to Exodus 20 and 8, say that it's the seventh day of the week. A day that you ain't supposed to be doing no work. Everybody working, everybody in here buying and selling and shopping. You throwing away the little money you do have to go buy an abomination that ain't gonna do nothing but hurt you and your family.
That's right.
You're going to buy abominable foods, pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You're going to buy abomination that's gonna hurt your family.
That's right.
And you're wasting your money. And then you're gonna turn around on Monday and say, "Where my money is? I worked 7 days, where my money is?" You ain't breaking it on the Sabbath trying to ball out, trying to show something that you ain't got to do what? To destroy your family.
No.
That's why we out here. Our people don't know what the day is about. The Lord said, "I'll put you to death for breaking the Sabbath." When you read the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and 32, he put a man to death for picking up sticks on the Sabbath. But we out here doing what the hell we want to do. Doing what we want to do, and you wonder why we on the bottom of society as a nation of people.
No.
This was a covenant given to the children of Israel. Not to the whole world, but to the children of Israel. Now they teach you in the church, hey, the Sabbath is for everybody. The Sunday is the Sabbath. But even on the Sunday, you still doing what you want to do.
That's right.
You in that same church buying them catfish plates, buying them cupcakes, buying them bean pies, breaking all the commandments. You say don't buy or sell on the Sabbath, you doing it anyway. You say it's Sunday, you don't pick the Sabbath, the Lord already made it.
That's right.
You don't pick and choose what you want to do.
Huh.
He already laid it out for you. He already made the blueprint. So when you choose to go against it, be prepared for the consequences that come afterward. But today we are here to give you this truth so you can make better decisions. So you can help straighten out your own lives and your families. Because these pastors ain't doing it. You got churches on every block, 2 and 3, within a damn mile radius. In the streets, the communities, the neighborhoods, the families, the households are more destroyed now than ever. And our people know these things, and still they don't care. They don't challenge the pastor. They don't read the book. For one, they just listening to what this man talking about, or this woman, or this sister. They listening to everything they say, jumping up and down, praising it, having a good time, throwing away their money and being lied to. But then you want to raise hell when that man that you laid down with, had a child with, tell you the truth, Or you say, I ain't dealing with you no more because this and that, this and that. You go on, you question everything. Why you don't love me? Why this? Why that? The same way the man asking the woman. He asking her this, he asking that. But when the pastor tell you something, you take it and you run with it. You don't question anything. The boss man don't pay you that check that he said he was going to pay you. You got questions. Hey, I worked 45 hours this week. Check say 40. Where my other 5 hours at? You got questions. But when the pastor tell you the laws of God done away with, why you ain't ask and prove that? Bring it up.
Book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 21. Prove all things.
What the Lord say?
Prove all things.
That's how we got to live. That's a commandment. Read it again.
Prove all things.
Prove all things. Prove to yourself right now, is it worth going in there to break the Sabbath? Is it worth me walking around showing every inch and every curve? Has that been proven to be effective?
No.
Is that building up my household? Is that making my man respect me more?
Bring it out.
Prove all things. Is what the pastor telling me, is that true? Is that real? Prove all things, but our people don't want truth. We want lies. We want lies. Want somebody to tell us when we 500 pounds that we look like we 3. That's how we want. We want lies. We love lies. Tell me I'm doing good when I'm messing up. Give me a trophy when I know I ain't participating. That's how we live life in this society. On lies. But we're going to get back to the scriptures, though. Bring that up.
This is the book of Hosea. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed my covenant.
Lord said he going to come against the nation of Israel like an eagle. And he going to send a particular nation of people who identify themselves to be as an eagle. Which is documented throughout history and in the Bible. Right. Read that again, bro.
Set the trumpet to thy mouth.
This is the trumpet right now, whether y'all know it or not.
That's right.
The Lord told us to lift up our voice like a trumpet.
That's right.
And show my people Israel their transgression.
That's right.
That's what we out here doing. Read.
Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord.
He shall come as an eagle against the house of Israel, or the Lord. Bring that out of Deuteronomy 28:49 right quick. I'm going to show you exactly who that eagle is right now. Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Hold on. Start at verse 15, then jump to 49. We got to show our people exactly the context of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 28:15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Meaning, if you don't listen to these commandments, this is future prophecy. Go ahead.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
To do all his commandments, not some of them, just the ones we want, but all of them. Go ahead.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
And what?
that all these curses,
And what?
that all these curses
And what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all these curses, go to 49 to 50. What happened, what we reading about in Hosea is a curse being fulfilled. The Lord said, I'm going to send an eagle against the house of Israel. That's a curse. We just read about it. We're going to show you who that eagle is. Go ahead.
And Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
A nation against us from far. Christopher Columbus. Ring a bell. Go ahead.
From the ends of the earth,
From the ends of the earth. Go ahead.
as swift as the eagle flies.
As what?
As swift as the eagle flies.
What's the Roman?
As swift as the eagle flies.
What's the Greek?
As swift as the eagle flies.
What's the Persians and me?
As swift as the eagle flies.
See that? These other nations, when you look through history, you'll see that they represented themselves always as an eagle. What's the bird of the United States? What's the bird? The eagle. Everybody that had us in captivity always represented themselves as an eagle.
That's right.
You never known these things, but you don't pay attention, you're going to learn today. The eagle is all around you. It's all on the back of the money, the quarters, It's on your mailbox. They come to your house every day checking up on you. The IRS, who you pay every year, checking up on you. The eagle is everywhere. Pay attention to these things because the Lord got context clues laid out everywhere for our people to understand what's going on when they wake up to this truth, to this real understanding. Understand that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12 and verse 23. In his last days shall the Most High raise up 3 kingdoms and renew many things therein, and they shall have dominion of the earth.
They shall what?
And they shall have dominion of the earth.
They're going to have rulership over the earth. Read it.
And of those that dwell therein with much oppression.
With what?
With much oppression.
Happiness.
With much oppression.
Blessing.
With much oppression.
With much oppression. Your people being put on them slave ships, that's much oppression. When you wake up and got to work 7 days a week to stay on the bottom of society, broke as hell with no money, that's oppression. When your people gunning each other down every time you turn on the news, you seeing another black brother, sister dead, that's oppression. When your people love to get high more than do anything else, that's oppression. When they trust in social media more than they trust in anything else, that's oppression.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Above all those that were before them, therefore are they called the heads of the eagle.
What?
The heads of the eagle.
What?
The heads of the eagle.
Greeks, Romans, Americans, the heads of the eagle. It's all listed in the scriptures. How you doing, sis? Good to see you. We out here teaching our brothers and sisters once again about who they are according to the Bible. It's important to know these things in the last days, at all times, every day. Because if you don't know who you are, you will fall for anything. We all heard that. That's why they telling you African Americans. They telling you black Negroes, you niggas, you docs, you thugs, you savages,
Right.
Yeah.
you Moors. They telling you everything except what the Most High called you. Why? Because they don't want you to know. When you realize exactly who you are, that's where your power comes from. When you realize what you're supposed to be doing, that's where your strength comes from. You understand truly that you are not supposed to be breaking these commandments by going into these filthy stores, buying the abominations.
That's right.
Look at this store right here, man. They got numbers, pictures of our sisters all over the sides of it, with abominations on their head. And all of our sisters are wearing these things. 90% of our sisters is wearing that mess that's on that store, on the side of that building. And they don't care. You don't even know where it's made at or how it was made. You just throw your hard-earned money away thinking that making you beautiful.
Right.
The Lord did not create you with that. Your man don't respect you more because you got that.
Right.
You're only doing that to impress another sister. Because you ain't dressing to impress a man. Now in these days, you ain't doing that. And you don't even know why you're doing it. It's because of the influence of the TV, the media. That's why you do the things that you do. Willingly. And don't even understand the consequences that come with it. You start to hate yourself and you teach others to do the same. That's why it's nobody being unique today. I can go to damn California right now and see that same wig and that same weed at the same place in Mexico. I can go to Australia and see the same hairstyle. Ain't nobody being unique. Everybody's seeing what they see through social media. You're being programmed, brainwashed. And these other nations know these things. That's why you don't see them wearing it, even though they're the ones selling it. They don't wear it, but they sell it to you and make a profit. Wigs and weeds is $1 billion profit that we ain't tapping into. The other nations are ruling it. All you gotta do is do a little research and you'll find out that these other nations, who you claim, the Brazilian, the Remy, that you're spending $100 for or more, these folks are cutting it off and taking it in temples and offering it to God. And they getting paid for it. They take that same hair, bundle it up, and take it, wash it, and start stringing it together. It be multiple, hundreds of people, thousands of people. You got multiple people hair in one week, you don't even know it. And you wonder why you got all these different personalities when you speak. Different spirits are on you. Different personalities. Hairs from animals. Hyenas, everything. Horses. But But you willingly take these things and put it in your head, and when a man tells you you don't need that, you think he's telling you wrong. When he's trying to straighten you out, put you on the right path. To do the things that he likes and what he requires in order to make you his wife. But you say, I do what I want to do. And who told you that? America. They told you you can do what the hell you want to do. Look around, what other nation does that? The Chinese woman ain't bucking up in the Chinese man's face and saying, I do what I want to do. I don't need you. The Chinese man his wife ain't telling him, I can do better without you.
Right.
She humbling herself down, and look where they at right now. They are ruling power with an army, with an economy, with their own land, with their own clothing. We don't have anything because we've been duped. The God tricked by this other nation that we listening to, that we following. But our people don't care. The minute you tell our brothers and sisters something, they wanna fight you. They wanna rev up at you. But guess what? We don't give a damn. We out here for the Lord today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get Psalms 94 and 16 right quick.
Right.
Psalms 94 and 16. Stay right there, King. Hosea. Hosea 28. Let me get Psalms 94 and 16.
The book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me?
What the Lord say?
Who will rise up for me? Against the evildoer.
Against who?
Against the evildoer.
Against so-called white man.
Against the evildoer.
So-called Asian man.
Against the evildoer.
So-called Arab.
Against the evildoer.
Indian.
Against the evildoer.
So-called African.
Against the evildoer. Oh, who will stand up for me? Against the workers of iniquity.
Against the workers of iniquity. Who gonna stand up? That's what the Lord want to know. Of his people, who gonna put their lives on the line? Or you just gonna continue to stay punching that damn clock for the oppressor and being happy about it? That you on the bottom of society, you love getting up every morning to go punch his clock to stay broke, to stay oppressed. The Lord said, who gonna stand up for me? Who gonna stand up for our people? Or we gonna still kill each other? Still impregnate and leave? Is that what we gonna do? We gonna sleep around with everything that's walking, open our legs to every quiver. That's what the scriptures say. The scriptures say the woman gonna open her leg to every arrow. She gonna open her quiver. Right. If you know anything about it, that's when the man had a little backpack on his back that put the arrows in, that shoot bow and arrow. That's right. The scriptures say a woman who is thirsty gonna open her quiver to every arrow. Now we ain't out here just talking about sisters, we talking about everybody of our nation of people. Because our men running around, they ain't got no sense. They sleeping with anything walking. They laying up, they getting pregnant, and they dipping. That's right. They ain't being real men.
That's right.
You ain't telling these sisters that they don't need this foolishness in their head or on their eyes.
Right.
You're not helping the situation.
Right.
And then you turn around and enable them to do the things that they do. That's why your son's growing up homosexual. That's why the women growing up saying, you don't want to be a man, I'll be the man.
That's right.
I be the man. Think about the things that's going on. Everybody's scared to speak on these things. We're going to bring it out today, though. You know, Hosea right quick.
The book of Hosea, chapter 8, verse 1. Chapter 8, verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles.
Among who?
Among the Gentiles.
I thought we was the Gentiles.
Among the Gentiles.
We swallowed up as a nation of people, and we are what?
Among the Gentiles.
So we have been scattered among the Gentiles. The pastor tell you, you are a Gentile. We are the Gentiles. Read that again.
Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles, as a vessel wherein no pleasure.
No pleasure. We have been scattered among all these other nations where we ain't got no pleasure. No pleasure. No pleasure. We don't even know what pleasure or peace is. Let me get
Verse 12. I have written to him the great things of my law.
No, the Lord considered us his firstborn son. So he said, I have written to him my what?
I have written to him the great things of my law.
Great things of my law. Go ahead.
But they were counted as a strange thing.
Our people count the law as being strange. You want to stop eating swine and pork? Man, what are you, pussy?
Oh.
Y'all in a cult? Y'all don't wanna shop and break the Sabbath no more? Y'all in the cold, man. What you got them fringes on for? I don't need no shirt to tell me what commandments to keep. You don't know nothing.
That's right.
If you knew who you were, you would put these fringes on and you would be walking boldly with it. But because you have been indoctrinated, dumbed down, for lack of a better word, you walking around here looking just like every Tom, Dick, and Harry. But the Lord said, I gave you the laws, great laws, and they have been foreign to you, strange to you. It's strange for our brothers and sisters to grow a beard. For our brothers to wear a beard. It's strange for our sisters to wear their natural hair. It's strange for a sister to put a dress on. You get married, you put a dress on because you want to feel special. As soon as that marriage over with, you back in them pants. You don't want to feel special no more. And then you wonder why the man don't treat you the same. Think about the things that you do. Life is about choices. Make the right one. Make an informed decision, choice.
Right.
How do you do these things? Align everything up with the scriptures. Proverbs 3 and 5 say don't lean on your own understanding.
That's right.
Matter of fact, let's get that right quick. Let me get Proverbs 3 and 5 and 6. Because our people should know this book like the back of their hand. You know about them damn wicked pastors. You know about them wicked presidents. You don't know nothing about the Lord though, but you say you love him. Bring it up.
Proverbs 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord.
Do what?
Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding.
Don't lean on your own understanding. Go ahead.
In all thy ways acknowledge him.
And what?
In all thy ways acknowledge him.
In some of my ways.
In all thy ways acknowledge him.
In everything that you do, you're supposed to acknowledge the Most High. Go ahead.
And he shall direct thy path.
And he gonna direct your path. Should I be dating this man? Let's see. Do he line up with the commandments? Should I be dating this sister? Do she line up with the commandments? Should I take this job? Is it gonna have me breaking the Sabbath? That's how you line up everything, thus saith the Lord, to the commandments. That's how you make informed decisions. And it might not seem right at the time, because a lot of these jobs and situations that we put in might be difficult at times. But when you trusting in the Lord, everything gonna work out. Because he tell you everything work out for the good for those who love him. But when you do what you want to do or what you feel, that's when you usually make the wrong decision. You pick the wrong man, the wrong wife, the wrong job, the wrong situation all the time, and you end up getting your head thumped. Think about these things. Go back to Hosea right quick. Hosea 8:12.
The book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 12. I have written to him the great things of my life, of my law, but they were counted as a strange thing. They sacrificed flesh for the sacrifice of my offering.
They sacrifice flesh. You got our people holding hands before the pagan holidays, Thanksgiving. Everybody hold hands. You stand around the table blessing a damn plate full of ham. The Lord said that's an abomination when you read the book of Leviticus 11. How you going to ask him to bless you? He said it's unclean. He told you not to eat it, but you're going to stand up there in a circle, heads bowed, talking about, Lord bless this meal. How stupid. How foolish. That's how far we have fallen as a nation of people. And we got the nerve to try to justify it. Hey, brother, we got to be thankful for everything. We got to be thankful because the family came together. You didn't come together in righteousness. You came together in wickedness.
That's right.
Thanksgiving celebrates the massacre of your people. You know it to be that, yet you still going to sit up there and eat that abomination on that plate. Eating swine and everything. You got the ham hock and the greens. You got the bacon bits and the damn deviled eggs. Eating abomination, standing around in a circle, talking about bless this meal, Lord. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Go ahead.
They sacrifice flesh for the sacrifice of my offering and eat it. But the Lord accepteth them not.
The Lord don't accept that. The same way he ain't accept Cain offering. It's all wickedness. The Lord ain't dealing with that.
That's right.
So you leaning on your own understanding, thinking that the Lord blessing you because you were able to sit down and eat abomination. All the other foods you could get in that store, you chose to go get hog maw, chitlins, pig feet, pig ears, shrimp, crab, lobster. Foolish, knowing that it's killing your people. Maybe you don't. Today you're going to learn that though.
That's right.
Those foods that you eat shorten your lifespan.
That's right.
That's why people get knocked off younger and younger as time goes on.
Right.
You got celebrities that ain't even making it to 50 years old, got all the money in the world. dying because they're eating the wrong food.
That's right.
Stroking out because they're eating the wrong foods. These pastors are supposed to be telling you these things. You got a whole dietary law in the book of Leviticus, chapter 11. Tell you what you can and cannot eat. You ain't never heard these things before. You ain't never heard it in school, in your household, even at the hospital that you go to. They don't tell you what you can and can't eat until you're on your deathbed. Then they tell you stop eating that swine. Now you're willing to put it down. But when you hear the prophets out here saying you can't eat that, I'll go to hell. We already in hell, brother. That's why we trying to get the hell out of here.
That's right.
Because our people don't know what's going on. That's why we trying to wake you up right now. Keep reading that, King.
And even, but the Lord accepted them not. Now will he remember their iniquity.
Now will he remember? Go ahead.
And visit their sins. They shall return to Egypt.
They shall return to Egypt. What does Egypt mean? Let me get Exodus 20 and 2 right quick. We're going to show you exactly what he was talking about. Because he freed us from Egypt. Did he send us back? No. Everything is spiritual. Remember that. Go ahead.
Exodus 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Brought us out of the land of Egypt. Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So for those who don't know, the word Egypt means house of bondage or slavery. So the Lord said, because you offering up abominable foods for sacrifice, I'm going to send you back into Egypt. What is Egypt? He's going to send us back into slavery. Why you think we over here right now? Because we keep breaking this commandment. That was part of the curses. Let me get that in Deuteronomy 28 and 64. Nah, 68. We're going to prove to you through the scriptures that you're in Egypt right now. And it's the reason for everything. Bring that out. Who got it?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How we get over here, my people?
With ships.
With ships, cargo, slave ships. We were the cargo. We were on the bottom. They teach it to you every February.
That's right.
They got it in every book in your history class. It only happened to one nation of people.
That's right.
It didn't happen to everybody. So what does that mean? We are the Israelites.
That's right.
You can't defeat that. You can't refute that. You can argue up and down all you want, but where are your facts? Where are your truth?
No.
Your pastor been telling you this all your life. You never question him. It's time to start questioning some folks.
That's right.
The things that they have taught you in your school, it's time to start questioning them.